For many, the golden years symbolize a time for quiet reflection on a life well lived. However, for one woman in North Texas, her golden years represent a golden opportunity to achieve new goals, reminding us all that it's never too late to learn. Paige shares her story.
It's not every day that one finds themselves in the presence of royalty. It would be easier across the pond. Great Britain has the crown jewels and Buckingham Palace. In America, we have the Golden Arches and McDonald's. But that's where I met a queen, Miss Queen Spriggs. We met, I think, about 3 years ago. We were celebrating a birthday.
Yes, celebrating my 80th birthday. I had a whim that I wanted to have a Big Mac. I had never had a Big Mac. And I said, well, I think I'll have a Big Mac for my 80th birthday.
McDonald's heard about this special birthday and created a Big Mac moment.
I was surprised. And then I was really surprised when I got to McDonald's. It was like, oh my gosh, they just went overboard. Balloons everywhere shaped like the big yellow M. And the staff lined up like they were on review or something. I walked in, I went, oh, the mouth fell open. Anyway, that was a magnificent birthday.
Yes, to borrow a phrase, she was loving it and happily enjoyed her first Big Mac in front of friends and family. During the celebration, I was able to learn more about Miss Queen. I discovered that even in her 80s, Miss Queen's not the type to simply sit on her throne and quietly watch as her twilight years pass by. What made you decide, I've got more to learn?
I've never had that mindset of, it's over, I've reached, I'm here, it's done. I've never had that mindset. It's just always been open. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I'm going to do something.
Miss Queen decided to pursue a master's degree.
I knew I wanted to go back and get my master's, but I didn't know where I wanted to go to school. And I found TKU, and they were offering what I wanted. I have a master's in practical theology, and they was just a fit for me.
She looked for a school that would be fit for a queen, and she found Dallas-based TKU, which stands for the King's University. How appropriate. You see, at the age of 83, Miss Queen has seen a lot in her lifetime. You lived through the civil rights crisis, you watched bigotry, you witnessed racism, and here you are, a graduate with a master's degree. It's been a journey. Regardless of the roadblocks society constructed, Miss Queen always found a path forward.
It's truly what you think of yourself. I never accepted what people said or did. It was just a personal conviction in my spirit that I knew who I was and what I wanted to accomplish. There's always systemic racism, but I did not let what people said I was define me. And so there's no bitterness in my heart.
During Miss Queen's recent graduation, she received a very special award, the Jack Hayford Award, named for the founder of TKU. This is Professor Dr. Dan Call.
It's the highest honor that we can give. And Dr. Hayford was one of those that valued education, but it was always a little bit more than that. We wanted to award someone who had overcome some challenges in life and had their own experiences to deal with. She was a perfect fit for that. We want people to be lifelong learners, first of all. I don't think a degree says you know everything. Certainly it doesn't in my life. And we wanted someone who could keep learning, keep growing, keep developing, and then also encourage others to do that.
Standing in front of her court of graduates, Miss Queen wanted to share this message.
I have learned that when you say something to yourself, I can do this or I can't do this, it happens. When you tell yourself you can't do something, you won't do it. If you tell yourself you can, you will, because you do everything to make that happen.